No guys. Anyway, zero viewers is there. No problem. This recording will be shown to the user. So today I want to give the guidance how to create a web services in .NET and the Java. As many have a problem, people have a problem to creating a service in .NET and Java. So let's learn how to create them in efficient. In our GT exam, this question also asked in 7. Write a code to create a service in .NET. Here I share some screenshots so that you can get the idea of how can we create the service. First of all, I show the screenshot of how to create in that document and later on in Java. So you have a require Microsoft Windows operating system and in that Microsoft SQL 2008 Microsoft Visual Studio 2010 or 8 version is it. So here I show you Microsoft Visual Studio 2010 how to develop a service in that. So first of all, create a new project. New project, select a .NET Canvas 3.5 and here is a one option is a in .NET 3.5 there is a one option of a web service creation. So here is a we can see that in C Sharp, Windows, in web application, select it is important to select a Visual C Sharp because we have make the code our own code into the C Sharp language. So select the web and in web there is a one option that I create a ASP.NET web service application. Here select ASP.NET, give the name hangout underscore demo underscore service. Okay. So one project is created, name hangout underscore service. The project will take some time to load. So here we see that the default web method is created under the project hangout underscore demo underscore service. So service 1.asmx is a file which contains various services. The service method contains various methods contained by that services. Default hello world method is then returns the hello world as a string. So here we can understand that what is the structure of the web method. Web method shows that this following code is the coding of the web method. Suppose now if we want to create our own web method in Angular basis, create a web method. Web method gives the name. Every service must be public, so accessible by the public functions. Here I write a public return type of the method. So here we create a simple method to calculate the multiplication to number. So multiplication always returns an integer value or it may be written the floating type value. So here I write a double return type as a and multiplication function. So we know that every multiplication function requires two arguments. So here we consider both arguments as a integer arg1 and integer arg2. Ready? So here is the implementation. So two variables are taken. Sorry, here we taken as a double to give a more accessible or more length to our variable. Double. Two variables are given named arg1, arg2. So double value 1 equal to arg1 and double value 2 equal to R2. Now double answer equal to R1 into value 1 into value 2. Okay, and return this answer value. So this is our normal multiplication function, and this function get the two value, then arg1 assign this two value. Here you can also give arg1 as here, arg2 as here also. So the rest of the code is in the command. Okay. Hello sir. What is the difference? So let's come back on our .NET window. So here we want to check that whether this service program is running perfectly or not. Here we have renamed our file to the service collection. So can you get idea that this service file contains a list of the services. Service collection.asmx file. This contains the services. Running the services will show the output. The name should be same. By running these services, we get the following output. With multiplication. We pass the argument like 5 and 5 gives in our method, it gives 25 as our answer. So we know that our service is working perfectly. But how to access this service programmatically? It's important. Here is a hello world and the multiple method you are created. But for our purpose, the service description is important. This WCL file, web service description language file, is important for later access. This file contains the SOAP request and the response messages formats. So let's go into another program in .NET how to consume this service or to use this service into our .NET Client function. To use this service in .NET Client, we have to start our new instance of Microsoft Visual Studio 2008. Again, open the Microsoft Visual Studio 2008 or 10 version, create a new project. But here, an important thing is that you have to select a web to consume this service. You do not create a web service again. You have to select a Visual C Sharp into Windows and into here a Windows Simple Form application. So here is a Windows Form application tab that will give the hangout underscore demo underscore client to access that service. So these two services are created. So creating a Windows application will show that the two hangout services. Here we can simple add two text boxes for the purpose of the understanding that this application get the access of that service output by giving this an input of a two variable. So to do that, we have simply accessing the all Windows normal forms where we put up a button and two text boxes. The label is for our output. That is the text box. Yes, we're using text box. And the two text box. There is two text box, and there is a button, and there is a label. Few text box name is a logical name. txt value 1, txt value 2. This button name is a begin multiplication. And begin multiplication have a caption of multiplication or simply a star. Okay, multiplication or star. There is a label. By default, label text is it. We can put the output column and the name of the label to programmable access. We give it to LBL output. Okay, this is some basic programming that any person can do or any child can do with simple drag and drop functionality. But how to use the services into our forms? To add the service into our forms, here is a Hangout demo client. Right click on the client and important is the add service reference. If you putting only add reference, it gives you can add a .NET reference.com or any Java or any other references, database references, etc. to that into your platform or into your project. But by selecting add service reference, you can particularly interested in a service. One window will be displayed the add service reference to show the address service, but we have to click on advanced to get the some advanced options and select add service reference, add web reference from the compatibility, and here the window is shows to add the web reference from the web link. So now the WSDL file is footed from the running of the another service, and the service will be run here in Google Chrome. You know that already. But here in Google Chrome, copy this WDL file and paste this file to new link. Paste the WDL file link here and run this service. This will list that the service is available in that. We have created multiplication, so here the multiplication is listed as below. Give the reference that demo underscore reference and click on add reference button. Once added the reference, it will show the list of the references available for this particular application, form application. And the demo reference is there. By double clicking on this multiplication, we are entering into the code view. Here we have to create one object to access the web reference. And to access the web reference, we have to use the demo reference dot service one dot object name demo underscore object equal to new demo reference dot service one and its function. So we have created one service one demo object for a service one of the demo reference. So later we can access. So to call to arguments, we have to use the variable named double value one equal to txt value one dot text. Now we know that the return type of the text is in string format and we converting into the double, so we require a convert dot to double the value of txt value 1 and another variable is double value 2 equal to convert dot to double txt value 2 dot text. Now accessing the multiplication function is only possible for that object. So here I write a demo object dot multiplication and passing to argument as a multiplication that is a value 1 and value 2. Now this value, the multiplication returns some value and this value is again the type of the double, and so here we use a double variable that is the output variable, and this the value of the multiplication return type is stored into the output variable. So finally we put that output as an LDL output dot text equal to output. The toString function. Convert the output value to toString. So here is a complete description of the how the output is assigned of the multiplication function to our LBL output.text method. So here is the added web reference. Now let's run this web service method. An important thing is that both the screen must be running mode so that our service consumer also in running mode. It is obvious thing, but service provider is also in running mode. So here our application is running and we give the output of the input as 7 and the 7. That's called the multiplication function. It returns a 49. So our function or our program of the web service is running successfully. Thanks for watching. And next we have I am explaining the web service in the Java and consuming this Java web service into .NET and vice versa. Okay, friends. We have discussed that how the web service is created in the .NET, and then now let's discuss that how web service is created into Java. J2EE5 supports web services creation in Java, so you can create a web services and give the access to your users. So to create a web service in Java, we use Eclipse or NetBeans. But here for the demo purpose, I have just used NetBeans IDE 7.1. Let's run IDE NetBeans 7.1 version. Home file in NetBeans home file, select a new project. There are some options like Java, Java Flex, Java EE, Maven, and NetBeans modules. You have to interested in Java Web, and in Java Web, only web applications are important. So in Java, Java Flex, Java Effects are not important. Only Java Web is important, and in here Java Web is selected. Press the next button. So the name and the location of this your specification. The project name is given that demo underscore web underscore service underscore Hangout created on the documents. You can also create it on the any location, suppose you desktop. So next is important here. You have to select a Glassfish server or Apache. Any server you can select it, but by putting the services on the deployment on the server, it is important that which server you selected, Apache server or Glassfish server. The Glassfish server is selected and just Java Metadata Edition 5 is selected for the demo purpose. Okay, next. We don't follow any frameworks coding, so do not select any frameworks tick mark. Just finish the project. When project is created, named name also web service for Hangout. So here is the default code for that service. Now to create a web service here, we have to right click on the demo web service Hangout and new item. In new, there is a web service client or web service from the WTR and many more options. There is a web service also. Suppose in any default NetBeans or Eclipse, these options are not available, then go to other and find that from the web. In web, there are these options that a web services. In web service, there is a simple web service. Select a web service. And next, now give the name of the web service. My service name is Java underscore service underscore collection. So the service collection file contains various services. Important thing is there to give the package name and select the source of package. Package name is demo.service. You can give any package name. So here one source so web service package is created. In web service there is a Java service collection is there. So Java service collection.java file is created, and under that many services by default as is shown in the .NET there is a hello method is there, but in Java there is a Java service collection method. But to show the GUI we have there are two options, source and design. In design option we have seen the various types of web service. Default is a hello method. Operations are there. Hello operation, its parameter is the name, and the return type is a java.language string. So if we want to create our own operation or own web service or own method, we have to create an add operation. Now give the operation name. In that example, we use a multiplication. Here we use only division. The function name or method method name is division, and the return type of the division is java.lang.plot, or you can make it as a double. We have also get two arguments. The first argument name is arg1. The return type is type is double. Another argument is arg2. Its type is also double. So here when we can also create a double. So two arguments are created, argument type is a double. Now by moving to the source view, we have seen that there is a one method named Java Service Collection class, and in this class the web method operation name is a division. Public double division, the type is a double. The division two parameter web parameter num is arg1 and arg2. So by just returning the null value, we here initially take a variable that return arg1 divided by arg2, but this will be dangerous at runtime due to user may enter arg1 or arg2 is 0. So division by 0, divided by 0 will generate the error, runtime error. So try block is used. In this try block, we put our code so that double arg1 divided by arg2. Answer double answer equal to R1 divided by R2. Here we written only answer. And the catch block shows exception E. Next in the service. During the service, press on the run button. Here we will show that the demo web series hangout is in mode, so running mode. It takes some time. To test the created web service, click on your project and the web service in Java service collection and the test web service. Let's finish the demo web service and go to running mode. Your service is in running mode, that your project is running, but we are testing with Java service collection and this test web service. So it shows that our service is created successfully. As shown in .NET, two arguments are default selected. So with a division, we suppose we take 49 divided by 7. It gives division return as 7. 49 divided by 7 is returned to 7.0 because our return is a double, so it returns to 7.0. There is also WSDL file is important, so click on this WSDL file and copy that file. Thank you for watching. Wait for next video. हाँ देख लो लेक्चर लो